what went well, what didn't go well, and what we're going to do next time to make sure that things do go well. This is called a retrospective. And as we head into Deuteronomy, this is the last book that Moses recorded. And we talked about what a great project manager he is. Well, he's about to do a retrospective on everything that we've had from the Israelites exiting Egypt and coming into the wilderness. So what we're going to start with is what went well. He's going to talk about, the exit, getting out, trusting God, splitting up the tribes, the growth, right? As we went through Numbers, we saw all of how many people there were, how much livestock there was. That's what went really well. God's people were able to travel without a home for decades and still really thrive, not just survive. Then we're going to talk about what didn't go well. And Moses is going to find out that he's not going to pass over into the land, that he's going to exit before that happens. And that's because there's some stuff that just didn't always go well throughout the course of traveling with this many people in the wilderness. There were decisions made, as all leadership has to do, and not everyone's going to continue on the journey into the next part of the project. And then what are we going to do next time, right? Well, Moses starts to talk about a prophet who's going to be just like him. He actually talks about the Messiah who's going to come next. And we all point to Jesus Christ, because at the end of the day, what we learned in the Old Testament is that we aren't enough. That there was too much of a separation between us and God, that without the Holy Spirit, no matter how many times we did sacrifices, no matter how many times we repented, we just return to sin. We're sinners. We're weak. And so what we need is God. We need God within us so we don't fall. And God helps us at the break of day. And so what Moses is going to tell us is that in order for us really to pull off this project, in order for us to be successful in this life, in eternity, we're going to need Jesus Christ. So I'm going to tell you right at the beginning that that's what needs to happen next. We're a great people. We're the right people, but we need the right God to lead us, and we need the God among us. And that's why God in heaven is going to bring us his Son, and his Son is going to lead us to salvation, to grace, and he's going to give us the most precious gift, which is himself in the form of the Holy Spirit inside our hearts. And so as we end on Deuteronomy, we think of all that Moses did, recording the first 5 books of the Bible. All of creation he saw, and he rehearsed it in the ears of Joshua. And that's what's going to happen next. Moses is going to exit, and Joshua is going to step in. But the people, they know Joshua. He's been by Moses' side the entire time. This is a partnership that sets the stage for many other partnerships throughout the course of the Bible. And Joshua is going to take us all the way to a place called Jericho, where we're going to find out how the walls can fall. Happy Sunday, chatting at Cheesman. Happy Sunday, y'all.